What's up, guys? Welcome to NEEK, which stands for Nerd Size Geek, and I just wanted to talk about this big news stuff because, as with what's going on right now, a bunch of movies got delayed, and lots of them were indefinite. But we finally got release dates for lots of them, so I want to talk about that, and especially because with the MCU, because they changed Swan, everything is shifted. I'm wondering how that's going to affect everything. So I'm going to start by talking about all the other things that is not the MCU. Wonder Woman 1984, which is going to come out in June, just a couple months to August, so I guess they're confident that theaters will be back up by August, and I'm really excited about that movie, and I'm glad it's not too long of a wait. And then Mulan, which is rescheduled for July 24th, which is interesting because July 24th is pretty soon, and there are other movies that left from July that were coming out in July that moved. So it's interesting that they moved one to July. And then A Quiet Place Part 2 now comes out in September. So it's from March to September. So it's not the biggest jump. I'm just can't wait to watch that movie. Would have already been out. It was coming out 1 week before all the movies got canceled. That's really annoying, but I can see why it had to happen, and I'm glad it's finding a spot on September 4th. Top Gun Maverick's now coming out in December. So December didn't really have that many big movies, but now it seems like it's gonna have more. And also Free Guy moved to December. Of course, there were the movies that moved a while ago, had already gotten release dates, like No Time to Die, Fast 9. Artemis Fowl was a movie that was gonna be released. So Disney announced that was gonna be released in theaters, but now they decided to move it until they're gonna move it and release it on Disney Plus, which, I mean, that is a movie. With times, you can't have every movie. Of course, the big movies you need to release in the theater, but that's a movie, that movie's already been delayed once. I'm like, okay, it's fine that they're releasing on Disney Plus. I can see why they're doing that. But now I'm just wondering, they didn't announce anything with New Mutants. They better, New Mutants is not going to make that much money in the theater. It had really low tracking before, and it's been delayed another time, and it's going to be so much, it's not going to make that much money. But if you release it on Disney Plus right now, people are like, oh, that's connected to the X-Men. I'll click on that. I'll check it out. But they wouldn't go out to the theater to watch it. So that just makes sense to just release that on streaming. And that could also get some more buzz and stuff. But I don't know. So now in 2021, we will have Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was supposed to come out in July. And then Morbius, which was supposed to come out in July, is now in March. So the interesting thing about that is Venom 2, as of now, is still in October. So does that not actually connect as much as we thought? I don't know. Jungle Cruise got pushed back a year to July 24th. Uncharted got delayed again because they moved stuff from their 2020 to there. So now Uncharted is coming out October 21. Well, maybe it will. You never know with that movie. Oh, one last thing is Indiana Jones movie moved back a year. Now it's 2022. Now it's time to talk about the Marvel stuff. Black Widow is now releasing in November 6th, which is what Eternals is releasing. So Eternals was releasing when Shang-Chi was releasing, and it goes backwards as each movie's releasing when the last movie was released. And then we finally get, actually this is exciting news, we finally get the date of what the first 2022 movie is going to be, or one of the 2022 was Captain Marvel. So now we have Captain Marvel 2 has a release date, which is July 2022. So that's pretty cool that we got that out of this. But that's kind of interesting that they decided to move it back, especially because they normally have their biggest movies come out in the May slot, but now at 2021, the smallest movie, what it looks to be the smallest movie is going to be the May, because you have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is definitely going to be the biggest event film, which was gonna come out in May. But if you didn't have that, then it was going to be, I'd say the second biggest would be Thor: Love and Thunder, and then third, well, now of the ones that are releasing now, is probably Eternals, but Thor: Love and Thunder is releasing 2022. Forget what I said, but I'd say it'd be Eternals is probably gonna looks to be bigger than Shang-Chi, at least in scale and stuff, so it's interesting that that's the one coming out in May now, and Eternals is the February, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is the November. But what I'm thinking is that they really need it to go in this specific order, that each movie ties into the next one, and if they switch it, it will just mess up everything. That's the only thing that can make sense for me, because if they have to move Black Widow, then change every single release date, I think that means they're all very connected, which is pretty exciting. I'm wondering what's going to happen with the Disney Plus shows. Are those also going to get pushed back and stuff, because they are closed, their production is closed right now, so I'm wondering how that's all going to work, if they're going to get pushed back too. But also with Black Widow releasing in November, this will be the second longest wait in between two MCU movies since it started. The longest was The Incredible Hulk to Iron Man 2, which is like a year and 11 months, like almost 2 years, but that was at the beginning when they first started, so it makes sense. But now it's going to be weird, as it's like a year and 4 months in between the movies, which is a long time for the MCU to not have a movie. So that's kind of crazy, interesting stuff. And then something else that you have to throw in there is Spider-Man 3, whatever the third Spider-Man movie is, a Sony movie, so they don't get to control really, or they have some control when it's changed and stuff. But is that still on for July 2021? Because then will that mess with the timeline? Because Sony likes releasing those in July, and we know that, and they skipped over its time with the MCU slate, as Thor or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness moved to Thor Love and Thunder slot, not Spider-Man 3. So I'm guessing it's gonna stay there. So I wonder if that's gonna affect anything, if that is now gonna happen before Doctor Strange 2. So interesting stuff. Another thing that got delayed, that doesn't have a release date now, is in Sony Marvel movie, like probably one of the ones like Venom or Morbius and stuff. They had an untitled one, and it was originally dated for October 2021, but now it's unset because that's when they moved Uncharted to. So basically that's just all the crazy stuff going on in the world, all the new release dates. I hope they're able to keep these, because I really want to go to the movies and watch movies again, new movies, and I'm really excited for lots of these. And I understand why you can't release them right now, but I do want to see them as soon as it is possible. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any video ideas for me to do, because I really don't know what videos to do now that all this is happening. So I'd really like your suggestions, and keep watching Neek.